Hello and welcome back to Trend Master Hub, the place where we dive deep into the latest trends in technology, innovation, and the future of mobility. Today we're talking about a car that has been turning heads and sparking conversations in the electric vehicle world. Yes, we're diving into the Mullen 5 2025. Now if you've been following EV news, you already know that Mullen is a company that's been steadily carving out its own space in the competitive electric vehicle market. And the Mullen 5 is their flagship crossover SUV, designed to compete with the likes of Tesla's Model Y, Audi's e-tron, and even some luxury brands stepping into the EV space. But what makes the 2025 Mullen 5 stand out? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about design. Yes, the Mullen 5 doesn't just look like another EV on the road. It has sleek aerodynamic lines, an aggressive front fascia, and a sporty yet sophisticated silhouette. The design language feels futuristic without going over the top, and the vehicle's proportions give it the presence of a premium SUV. In other words, it doesn't scream concept car. It whispers confidence and class. Moving inside, you immediately notice that Mullen is aiming for a luxury experience. The interior is minimal yet warm, filled with premium materials, and yes, it's packed with technology. The 2025 model features a massive infotainment display, a digital driver's cluster, and advanced voice controls. The cabin design prioritizes both driver and passenger comfort, with spacious seating and a clean modern layout. This makes the 5 not only an electric car, but a tech lounge on wheels. Now let's talk about performance. The Mullen 5 2025 is built on an EV-dedicated platform, meaning it doesn't have the compromises of older vehicles converted into electrics. Depending on the configuration, the 5 is expected to offer a range of around 325 miles on a single charge, and a 0 to 60 time in just 3.2 seconds for the performance model. Yes, you heard that right. 3.2 seconds in an SUV. That's supercar territory. Charging speed is also a highlight. With DC fast charging capability, Mullen claims the 5 can recharge from 0 to 80% in about 20 minutes. That's the kind of convenience that makes owning an EV more practical for everyday life. Of course, safety and technology are front and center in the 2025 edition. The 5 comes loaded with advanced driver assistance systems, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and a host of AI-driven safety features. Mullen is working hard to show that their cars are not just about speed and luxury, but about protecting what matters most, the people inside. Now you might be wondering, with all this performance and luxury, what about pricing? Mullen has stated that they want the 5 to remain competitive, with a starting price in the ballpark of $55,000 to $60,000. When you compare that to the Tesla Model Y performance or luxury EVs from Audi and Mercedes, that's a pretty strong value proposition. You're essentially getting performance, range, and luxury for less than what some established automakers are charging. But here's the big question: can Mullen deliver? Yes, the design is stunning, the specs are exciting, and the promises are bold. But as we know in the EV world, execution is everything. Building a car at scale, delivering it on time, and maintaining quality are massive challenges. Still, the excitement around the 5 shows that people are ready to give new players a chance. Looking at the bigger picture, the Mullen 5 2025 represents more than just another electric SUV. It symbolizes how the EV industry is expanding beyond the traditional giants. Companies like Mullen are proving that innovation can come from anywhere, and that the future of electric vehicles will be shaped by fresh ideas, bold risks, and a focus on what drivers really want. So, should you keep an eye on the Mullen 5? Absolutely yes. With its combination of luxury, performance, range, and forward-thinking design, the 2025 model could be one of the most exciting entries in the EV market. If Mullen can back up the hype with real deliveries, this SUV might just become a trendsetter for years to come. That's all for today's deep dive. If you enjoyed this video and want more updates on the latest EVs, tech, and future trends, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Trend Master Hub, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a future upload. Thank you for watching, and remember, the future is electric, and we're here to keep you ahead of the trend.